Paychex is just out with its latest small business data. It actually shows moderate job growth and also state-level impacts from Hurricanes Helene and Milton. Joining us right now on what he's seeing is Paychex CEO John Gibson. And John, what are the big issues that small businesses are facing right now?
Well, Becky, first of all, it's great to be back with you. I think small businesses have faced a lot. I think back we're in the last quarter of 2024, and I think you and I have spoke since January about the coming recession. Seems like we've avoided that. They've been dealing with difficulties in finding employees. And remember, our index is around businesses with less than 50 employees. That continues to be a problem for them. They continue to deal with the advent of hurricanes. You mentioned both hurricanes impacted greatly Florida and North Carolina in our index in October. When you look at our index in October, it was over 100, but that was really in face of those two states really weighting it down.
Let's just go back to the issues they're facing. They're still having a hard time finding employees. I think they're paying a little bit more on an average hourly basis. And they're still having a hard time getting access to capital, or at least affordable capital, even though the Fed's already started lowering rates. I mean, they're usually the last ones to get access to capital when rates come down.
Yeah, look, I think small businesses continue to show resilience, and they're optimistic. But some of the things that we're seeing right now is finding employees continues to be a problem. You mentioned the capital issue. The capital access, not just the cost of capital, is very difficult for small businesses in particular. The regional banking system is not lending as much as it was before. They're also dealing with managing cost. And then on top of that, they're really struggling to manage to afford to provide benefits that are competitive against larger employers. Matter of fact, in the National Federation of Independent Businesses just announced their top problems for small business. And number one was the affordability of health benefits. And what was tragic in that survey was last year, for the first time, small businesses actually decreased the number of small businesses that were offering benefits. And that just further makes it more difficult for small businesses under 50 to be able to compete against larger employers. And that's why at Paychex, we've been doing a lot of things with new products and services. We introduced a new AI-based recruiting co-pilot that anyone can buy and actually get access to 250 million workers that they can go and recruit. And we also introduced a new product called Paychex Perks, which is a set of benefits that they can get through our app that allows an employer to offer benefits without having to pay anything for them, because we're actually providing those to the employees directly. So small businesses have been resilient this year. We continue to see moderate growth, but they're facing many challenges as we go into 25.
Hurricanes Helene and Milton, I guess that impacted a huge number of states in the South. How are they doing in terms of recovery with small businesses there?
Yeah, Becky, I would tell you Florida and North Carolina were really hit significantly. Florida fell below, actually contracted for the first time since 2021. Tampa went to last in the metros. It's been in the top 5. And then North Carolina fell 11 spots. What I can tell you is they are recovering. Matter of fact, this morning I looked at our daily report on employment activity. And what's interesting, we actually see it. It took Florida about 10 days to recover back to normal. They're back to normal, been back to normal since about mid-October. And just last week, North Carolina got back on its feet. It was about a 15-point delay. And what we've typically seen in these type of situations is we do what Americans do. We help each other out. We get back on our feet. We get stores open again. And then people from around the country come in, set up businesses, and help people rebuild. And we're already seeing that in both of those states in our early indicators.